Coach, only 3 hits through the first 7 innings. Did you see anything offensively, that would give you any concern, or just what was keeping you off balance?
Well, the pitcher, he threw really well, but we didn't do a good job. Obviously, it's 2 nights in a row that their starting pitching's been a lot better than ours. And yesterday comboed with the defense, they got us early today. They just jumped on us and hit the ball out of the park. On the offensive side, I mean, we left runners out there early and didn't have very many the first few innings, but the ones we did have, we didn't do much with it.
It seemed like they were jumping on Will's fastball and really taking advantage anytime he would leave those over the heart of the plate. What'd you make of his outing overall? And what'd you see from him?
Well, he threw some good breaking balls early, but obviously they clubbed him in the second, and when he made a mistake, they hammered it. When he left it up in the zone or in, I mean, those were all pull side home runs, and it was a good job of hitting by them. And what else can I say? It was pretty obvious.
Robert?
Coach, in the third and the fourth innings, there you had third outs made on the base pass. How frustrating were those two in particular?
Yeah, well, the first one is shouldn't have run, and then we had a guy get picked off. The first movement steal with 2 outs with your leadoff man up. You're trying to get into scoring position, but the rule is with us, if in that situation, if you have to go first movement off that lefty, and if you don't get a jump, you just stop. And he got a horrible jump, and he knows it. It's just the way it is. And then Jace getting picked off second. I mean, there's no reason for that. That was ridiculous. I mean, he started to do a little secondary lead, but the shortstop was playing behind second base, just right there. It was almost like he was holding them on, and stuff like that can't happen. There was 2 outs. He was already in scoring position. Big mistake.
What'd you make of the way that Cody Adcock threw for you tonight?
Threw good. Best he's thrown in a long time. Spotting his fastball to the glove hand side. Threw some good hard breaking balls, and really did a nice job. It's good to see.
Tom?
Don't want to assume anything, but I would think Hagan maybe for tomorrow.
Yeah, Hagan will go.
Yeah. What did you say to the team? You haven't lost 2 in a row, but twice this year,
Yeah, just that we've been outplayed pretty much in every aspect of the game, fielding, hitting, base running, pitching. They've kind of gotten after us. And it's a long season. You can't be all happy with what went on last week. You got tomorrow, last week's behind you, and you got next week. And there's no easy wins on the schedule. We're gonna have to play a lot better than we have the last 2 days.
You guys have really managed, even with all the injuries stacking up. Is there a point maybe where they're catching up to you? Is that fair to say or not fair?
A little bit, but you can't use an excuse. We got starting catchers hurt. That's been a little bit of an issue. It was an issue last night on the offensive side, or maybe pinch hitting or whatever. But it is what it is. Other guys have to step up and they have to do a job. They're wearing a Razorback uniform. They need to earn that thing. They need to be able to play at this level.
Daniel?
Will's thrown a comparable amount of innings as he did last year. He gave up 4 home runs last year. I think he's at 15 this year. Is there something that you've seen throughout the season that's changed, that's led to kind of the increase?
It's called location, and guys are figuring him out. But he, when you throw like tonight, he topped out at about 88 miles an hour with his fastball. At least that's what it said on the board. So there's not much room for error. If you're throwing 93, it's a little different. So it just makes it more difficult. He has to be spot on with his control. And I don't think that's happened this year, but a couple times. And when he is, he's really good.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Okay.